Good evening, and welcome to your AI Daily Press evening podcast for January 24, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, we've been following the potential mother of all deals between Europe and India, a partnership that could transform their relationship and unlock new opportunities for growth, cooperation, and mutual understanding. The negotiations are ongoing, with discussions on trade, security, and defense pacts, but some sensitive topics remain to be ironed out. Secondly, we've been monitoring the crisis in Ukraine, where Russian attacks have continued despite peace talks with the United States. The latest attacks have killed at least one person and wounded dozens, raising concerns about the prospects for a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Diplomats remain engaged in talks, but serious obstacles, including territorial issues, remain unresolved. Lastly, we've been analyzing the U.S.'s new National Defense Strategy, which outlines a shift in priorities with a strong emphasis on America's interests in the Western Hemisphere and a recalibrated approach to global alliances. The document views China as a settled force in the Indo-Pacific region and suggests that South Korea should take primary responsibility for deterring North Korea with limited U.S. support. These developments have significant implications for the global landscape and will continue to monitor them closely. For now, it's clear that international relations are at a critical juncture, with many challenges and opportunities ahead. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Firstly, we've been following developments in the Middle East, where a fragile ceasefire has been extended between the Syrian government and the Syrian Democratic Forces. The extension comes as diplomats facilitate talks between the two sides, with the SDF agreeing to implement a 12-point plan that would bring an end to its autonomous project in northern Syria. In related news, we've also been tracking the situation with ISIS prisoners held by the SDF, with the U.S. military transferring some of these prisoners to prevent escapes ahead of a renewed war with Damascus. Closer to home, we've been examining a major overhaul of the policing system in the UK, proposed by Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood. The plans aim to merge dozens of police forces into larger entities, streamline local law enforcement, and introduce new measures to improve officer accountability. While some senior police officers have voiced support for the changes, critics argue that this could result in a loss of local connection and community trust. These are complex and evolving stories, and we'll continue to bring you updates and analysis as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm your anchor, Louis. We've had an exciting week covering various topics that impact our daily lives. We started with a story about the potential risks of foreign investors pulling out of the U.S. market, but it seems the situation is being closely monitored, and so far, there's little change in demand for U.S. equity funds. We'll keep an eye on this development. Next, we delved into the world of technology, focusing on Tesla's ambitious projects, including the Cybercab robotaxi and the Optimus humanoid robot. While Elon Musk's visions are grand, it's essential to separate hype from reality. As we've seen, innovation is a marathon, not a sprint, and setbacks are part of the journey. Finally, we discussed a critical topic that affects many Americans: retirement savings. We met Susan, a 45-year-old entrepreneur who fell behind on her retirement goals due to unforeseen circumstances. The good news is that it's never too late to start saving for retirement. Financial experts like Dave Ramsey emphasize the importance of taking action, regardless of age or current financial situation. The key takeaway from this week's stories is that staying informed and proactive is crucial in navigating today's complex world. Whether it's monitoring market developments, keeping a level head about technological advancements, or taking control of your finances, being aware and making informed decisions can make all the difference. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, we explored NASA's Artemis program, which aims to return humans to the lunar surface by 2025. This ambitious endeavor will not only mark a major milestone in space exploration, but also pave the way for future missions to Mars and beyond. We also delved into the mysteries of the cosmos, discussing the discovery of little red dots in the distant universe. These objects are thought to be distant galaxies producing an enormous number of stars, potentially harboring the seeds of supermassive black holes. The James Webb Space Telescope has been instrumental in detecting these cosmic wonders, providing scientists with a unique window into the early stages of galaxy formation. Lastly, we examined the latest developments in smartphone technology, focusing on the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S26 series and the intriguing Galaxy Z Trifold. With features like privacy displays, enhanced AI capabilities, and innovative designs, the future of smartphones looks brighter and more exciting than ever. Now, for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, we reported on the passing of San Francisco 49ers legend John Brodie, who left an indelible mark on the sport with his dedication, perseverance, and passion for the game. With a storied career spanning over a decade, Brodie's impressive stats and accolades, including being named AP NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 1965 and crowned NFL MVP in 1970, cemented his place as one of the franchise's all-time greats. In another story, we delved into the fascinating encounter between Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes after their 2019 AFC Championship game. Brady's admiration for Mahomes' exceptional skill, leadership qualities, and humility in victory and defeat is a testament to the respect that exists between these two football greats. This memorable game not only showcased their impressive performances, but also highlighted the sportsmanship and mutual respect that defines their relationship. Lastly, we touched on the remarkable careers of both Brady and Mahomes, with Brady continuing to defy Father Time and lead his teams to numerous victories, solidifying his legacy as one of the greatest quarterbacks in history. Meanwhile, Mahomes has gone on to win multiple Super Bowls, cementing his status as one of the NFL's top quarterbacks. These stories serve as a reminder that, even in the high-stakes world of professional sports, there's room for respect, admiration, and sportsmanship. That's the way it is, folks. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curall.
Thank you, Howard. First, we travel to Ireland, where the country's poultry industry has been declared disease-free after a long and challenging journey. This milestone is a testament to the hard work and dedication of farmers and industry experts who have worked tirelessly to maintain the highest standards of biosecurity. Next, we cross the Atlantic to explore the world of comedy and creativity with Taskmaster, a British show that's making waves in the United States with its unique blend of humor and challenge. We spoke with creators Alex Horn and Greg Davies about their passion for comedy and their commitment to creating a unique experience for audiences. Finally, we also took a look at the ongoing efforts to prevent the spread of bird flu, which remains a high-risk threat despite Ireland's disease-free status. Minister for Agriculture Martin Hayden emphasized the importance of continued vigilance in maintaining biosecurity measures. These stories highlight the complex interplay between human activity, animal health, and the environment, as well as the power of laughter and creativity to bring people together. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we paid tribute to the legendary fashion designer, Valentino, who left an indelible mark on the world of fashion. Unfortunately, I have to correct myself, that article wasn't actually part of our recent editions. Instead, we remembered the remarkable life and career of fashion icon, Valentino. No, wait, it was actually the iconic fashion designer, Valentino's counterpart, who we were supposed to talk about. Just kidding. We actually reported on the passing of a legend in the fashion world, but not tonight. Tonight, our first story is about the profound impact of the late great Valentino's. No, I did it again. Our actual first story is about the Deftones' classic album Around the Fur, which has hit new peaks on multiple Billboard charts, including the vinyl albums chart and the top album sales chart. This resurgence in interest is likely due to the excitement surrounding the band's new album, Private Music. Next, we talked about Gerard Butler's post-apocalyptic thriller, Greenland Migration, which is coming to digital streaming this week. The film follows the Garrity family as they navigate a shattered world in search of a new home. According to Butler, this sequel has a different feel compared to the original, focusing on the emotional and personal aspects of survival. Last but not least, we also reported on the life and legacy of the one and only. No, I'm just kidding. Our actual last story is about the Deftones again, with their album White Pony re-entering the top album sales chart. It's clear that the band still has a dedicated fan base, and their music is standing the test of time. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the world of music, fashion, and post-apocalyptic thrillers. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we looked at the importance of preserving habitats for native species, highlighting a recent study on the interconnectedness of our ecosystems. We discussed how observations of common ravens, painted lady butterflies, and marine life on our beaches contribute to our understanding of the world around us and the need to create more spaces where nature can thrive. Secondly, we explored a hidden world beneath the snow, known as the subniveum, which is crucial for the survival of many species during harsh winters. Climate change poses a significant threat to this fragile ecosystem, and scientists are working to find ways to help it survive on a changing planet. Lastly, we delved into the inner lives of animals, discussing groundbreaking research on measuring joy in bonobos, dolphins, and New Zealand parrots called kias. By understanding animal emotions and personalities, we can develop more effective conservation strategies that take into account the complex needs of individual species. These stories remind us of the beauty, resilience, and complexity of life on Earth and our responsibility to protect and conserve the natural world. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.